3 key differences between an avoidant attachment style, specifically dismissive avoidant who stays versus a dismissive avoidant who leaves. Number 1, dismissive avoidants who end up staying in relationships almost always are people who put the work in. And the work doesn't have to look the same for everybody. It doesn't necessarily mean they're sitting in counseling or coaching or couples therapy. It can mean that when you lead by example in a relationship and you try to be more vulnerable or have different conversations, they self-reflect and they're willing to meet you there and also try. Number 2, dismissive avoidants who end up staying in relationships often have a feeling in the relationship that there is safety and harmony. Of course, things are not always going to be perfect. And believe it or not, that's actually not usually the dismissive avoidance expectation. But what their expectation is that when there are imperfect moments or misunderstandings, it will be addressed with an attempt to keep the peace. This can just look like having a conversation to say, hey, I noticed there's some tension between us. Let's unpack it and hash out what we both need to feel resolved in this situation. And let's do it in a healthy way where we respect each other. And then proceed to do so. Have the conversation about your needs or what your feelings are. And if that is a normalized part of the relationship, that will go a long way. Number 3, dismissive avoidants stay in relationships where they feel accepted. Accepting somebody or having an attitude of acceptance does not mean that you are just making everything they do okay. It actually means that you're able to approach somebody with an accepting attitude, an absence of judgment. There's a huge difference between saying to somebody, you don't care about me, you never spend enough time with me, versus saying, hey, I feel disconnected, I'd love for us to try to spend some time together. Why don't we have a fun date night this weekend? You're still communicating your need, but you're doing it with an attitude of non-judgment, allowing the dismissive avoidant to actually hear you and to not feel judged by their behaviors. And this goes an extremely long way. If you want more tips like this, you can check out our free course for a limited time all about how to have the best relationships possible with somebody of every attachment style and what the roadmaps are to really getting there down below.